What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my bookish world. I'm Alex, and today I'm going to be doing my Christmas haul. So as of filming this, it is December 28th. So it's a few days after Christmas. I technically haven't gotten everything that I am going to get for Christmas. I think my sister still has a gift that didn't come in time. So that will probably just be included in a different haul. As for my look, it's still the weird in-between time between, Christmas and New Year's that I'm just, feeling lazy, not doing much besides reading and watching BookTube. So, yeah, I just did not have the motivation to put on nice clothes, considering that after this, I'm literally just going to be sitting down, reading, and watching BookTube because I have books to finish before the end of the year. And I'm sorry if you can see the little thing back there. My aunt's dogs were over and slept in my room last night, and apparently one of them decided to pee. I had to clean that up. But yeah, so this is going to be my Christmas haul. Not everything in here is bookish. I have a few just small items that I wanted to show off. And I'm not doing this to show off or brag or anything. I'm very lucky that my family is nice enough to get me these things. I have wonderful family. So yeah, let's just get started after I get a sip of water. Okay, let's start with the books first because I got quite a few. So one of the first ones that I got, or that I'm pulling out of the pile, is a Polyan by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is the fourth book in her Covenant series. I technically already own this series, but this is the last book in these new covers that I needed. So I'm really excited that I have it, and it finally completes my collection. And they look so cute together, and it's so awesome. And then the next book that I have here is The Tyrant's Tomb, which is book 4 in the Trials of Apollo series. I read this, I believe, last year, and I really enjoyed it. And I wanted to complete my collection of the Trials of Apollo series, so I'm really glad to add this into it. And then the next book that I got is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey Mcquiston. I read this back in September, and it was a 5-star read, and I wanted to own it, but I don't know, I have a hard time buying books that I loved, especially if I got them as a library book originally. So I'm really excited to have this book, and hoping to reread it in the future. The next book that I got was I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. This is also a book that I read back in, I want to say, June or July, and I also loved it so much. Mason Deaver is such a talented artist, and I know they have another book coming out in 2021 that I'm very excited to get to, so I'm really excited to have this and hopefully reread it in the future and recommend it to people. The next book I got was actually one that I was really hoping I would, and I'm planning on reading it in January, and that's #MeToo, essays about how and why this happened, what it means, and how to make sure it never happens again, edited by Lori Perkins. So it's just a little collection of essays and stuff like that about the Me Too movement, and I've been wanting to read it for a while because I've definitely read some stuff that has to deal with the Me Too movement, as well as just sexism and racism and all that kind of stuff in itself. And so I'm very excited. I wrote a poem on the Me Too movement a while ago, my first year of college, and so I'm very excited to read this. The next book that I got was not one that I asked for, but my sister's best friend got it for me, and luckily enough, I've been reading nonfiction, and that is Educated by Tara Westover. This is a memoir. I don't really know what it's about. I believe it's about this girl named Tara Westover, the author, who I don't actually know. I don't know. It's about a girl who I believe was homeschooled for most of her life, and then she goes into school or something like that. So I'll be interested to read it. I probably won't be getting to it for a while, and if I do, it'll probably be something that I will be reading over a period of time, because she's pretty thick, but I have heard really good things about it. I believe it was a best book in 2018 when it came out. I see the New York Times said it was one of the 10 best books of 2018, so interesting. The next book that I got was How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black, illustrated by Ravina Kai. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But this is the short stories, I believe, that follows Carden, this little gift receipt in there, in the Cruel Prince world. So I'm really excited to read this. I've heard a lot of really good things about it, and it's just beautiful. I mean, look at that. It's so cute. And, oh, yes. I'm really excited about the illustrations. It came out, I believe, in like November or something, and I really didn't think I was going to get it for Christmas because I put it on my list so late. But luckily, my aunt usually shops pretty late, so I'm very excited that I have this. Probably will be reading it in January. And then I got Save the Cat Writes a Novel, the last book on novel writing you'll ever read by Jessica Brody. I wanted this because I'm a writer, and I've heard really good things from some people that I've watched on BookTube or AuthorTube. So I'm really excited to get to this. This will also be something that I probably read over time and that hopefully helps me make me a better writer. I need another sip of water because lots of talking. Also, I haven't been drinking a lot of water recently, so. But we're almost done with the books. I definitely got more bookish items than books this year, which is fine. You know what? I got quite a few books. And then I got the last book in the Trials of Apollo series, which is book 5, The Tower of Nero, which I have not read yet, and I'm so excited that I have it and I own it, so that way when I get a chance to get to it, I can just devour it. And yes, I'm also like been putting it off because it's the last book in the Percy Jackson world, and I'm not ready. So yeah. Then the next book that I got was Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is the paperback. I own 3 of Taylor Jenkins Reid's novels. This is the only one that I had read that I didn't own. And I absolutely adored it, so I wanted it. So I'm really glad to add it to my shelf. And I will be definitely adding her future books to my Amazon wishlist because I love her books. Or at least everything that I've read by her, I've loved. Ooh, that has a rip in it. I hope I didn't do that. I might have done that, let's be honest. The next book, or the last book that I got is Body Talk, which is 37 Voices Explores a Radical Anatomy, edited by Kelly Jensen, which is a little book of essays talking about the body. And it's really interesting. I read it earlier this year as an e-arc from NetGalley, so thank you guys to the publishers and all that. The publisher actually reached out to me about doing like a blog tour for it when it came out, so I was really excited and I wanted to own it because I own her other 2 anthologies, Here We Are, Feminism in the Real World, and Don't Call Me Crazy, which is about mental health. So I'm really excited. I don't think this rip was here, but it could have been, or I just did it. But yeah, I really recommend this if you're interested. It's really interesting of the way that it talks about just different parts of the body, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So then next, my sister was wonderful and got me a Julian the Phantom's book sleeve. All of the other book sleeves that I have currently, I do love, but I don't want to use them as often just because they are based around a book series that has become, very controversial this year, as well as the author. So I'd rather have Julian the Phantom's one show that I really love to carry around, so that way I'm not constantly carrying around a beloved series that carries so much hatred towards some people. So I'm really excited that I have this, and it's just so cute. And I want to get a Sunset Curve one too, so hopefully I'll do that soon. Oh, and this is from Fandom Sleeves, by the way. And then let me try to get it out. The next thing I got is a shirt from my favorite author's shop, which my mom got for me, so thank you, Mom. That says, "The Miss Willa I can't read it. The Miss Willa Collins Book Club, which if you've read From Blood and Ash, you'll understand. But it's just very cute. And I like it. So, yay, I'm glad to have that. And the last thing, that's bookish at least, that's here, is this blanket that I wanted to get when my favorite author, Jennifer L. Hermantrout, did her merch drop. But it sold out before I could get to it, and I was really sad about it. But my mom actually was able to get to it. It actually came yesterday. But it's just this large blanket with a quote from Blood and Ash that says, "You're an absolutely stunning little creature," with the From Blood and Ash series by Jennifer Armentrout. And it's soft and it's beautiful, and I love it. And I'm so excited to have it. And then the last 4 things are not technically bookish, but I say why not show them off. So first one is this shirt that I found on Etsy. I'll try to see if I can remember to link the store down below. But it's a shirt that says, "I came, I saw, I had anxiety, so I left," which I really wanted to as somebody that has anxiety. And it's just it's just wonderful, and I love it. And then I think it was my mom got me this shirt, this little tank top that I'm really excited to read, that has an RBG quote with her face on it, and it says, "Not fragile like a flower, fragile like a bomb." And I'm so excited for when it's warm enough to wear it, because I love RBG, even though she's done things that haven't been great in the past. And then I also got this other shirt off of Etsy, which, by the way, these both came off of Etsy. I'll try to see if I can find the store. But anyway, this one also came off of Etsy from the Kinetic Moments shop. And it just says, "I had a marvelous time ruining everything," which is a quote from Taylor Swift's song off of Folklore, The Last Great American Dynasty. I'm not sure what about that quote just stuck with me, but it really did. So I was really excited to get it. And the last thing here isn't bookish or anything, or even fandom related. It's just something that means a whole heck of a lot to me if I can get it open. I don't know why I struggle so much with getting this thing open. But if you guys don't know, one of my dogs, I think I've talked about it in past videos. My dog Maddie has cancer, has lymphoma, and she was diagnosed back in October, I think. And they basically said, like, it's a really aggressive form of cancer, blah, 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 like, chemotherapy might not let her live that much longer. And so we decided not to go ahead with chemotherapy and just kind of let her live her life. And she is not doing well right now. She is having a very hard time eating anything. She just has no energy, absolutely. Like, she just doesn't do anything. She's always sleeping. And it's getting pretty close to the time that she will be let go. As much as I love her, I know it'll be the right thing to do. But because she's only 5, and I was hoping that I would have a lot more years with her, and I'm really sad about her passing, my mom got me this little bust, a glass bust that goes on like a little pedestal that can light up and spin around, and it's really pretty and it reflects the light. And it just says, "Alex, I will always love you and be in your heart, Maddie." And you can kind of see it's a picture of her, and it moves around. And it just makes my heart so happy. I still don't know where I'm going to put it, just because it's so fragile. I don't want it to get broken, and I want to treasure this. So right now it's been in the box that it came in, just so that way I don't break it. But I absolutely love it, and it makes my heart so freaking happy. Actually, I wonder if I can put like this behind it and make it easier to see. Yeah, so it just makes me really happy to have. Actually, I'm gonna put it down before I break it. And yeah, I just love it so much. So that's it for my Christmas book haul. I did get other stuff, but some things I just felt I didn't want to show for any other reason, just because of the fact that they're kind of boring. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow all my social media down below. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye!